Hello again, comic book fans. Welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Geezers. We're here live at the Comic Con here in New Windsor, New York.
Temple Hill Academy Comic and Card Convention.
Yeah, a little benefit for the school kids, and we got our buddy Kirk in here.
Okay.
So we're selling some books, and I actually did okay so far. We're wrapping down. We only got like an hour to go. I've sold 20 books, and one of them was my first 13 issues of She-Hulk. That was my big sale today. Sold a few others, and we also picked up some things today, so I guess we'll show off what we got.
Go ahead. I got a lot more than you guys did, so why don't you guys go?
I only got 3. I got one here from my buddy Paul. We've talked about Paul many times, and he hooked me up with this one for $0, which was awesome.
Best price.
That's awesome. And this is a 4-part story. First was in Punisher, second is in Daredevil, and I've shown those off. This is number 3 in the Hulk, and the 4th one was in the Silver Surfer, which I'll get someday. But I've seen this as much as $7 in comic book stores.
Yeah,
so to get it for 0 was nice. I picked up another issue from Paul, because he's selling mostly books from the 90s today, which I'm not really interested in, but this is from like 1978 or 77. It's a 30-cent Marvel team-up with Daredevil, and of course I got Electro on the cover, one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. And I thought this might have been a reprint of an older Spider-Man book, but it's not. What was going on through my head is I have another Marvel team-up which has Daredevil and Spider-Man, but that's like issue 25 or 26. And they team up against kidnappers. But I thought that was cool to add to my team-up. Marvel team-up collection, and I've added my first Marvel team-up annual, again from my buddy Paul. I got these two for $1. They were all dollar books, so how can I go wrong for 3 comics for $1?
Yeah.
I think I did pretty good.
I would say, yeah.
Yeah, and I sold 20 books and made some money to pay for our table, lunch, and to talk to you guys and keep this show going on the air. Because if you guys don't click that subscribe button, we're going down the tubes. We need your subscriptions. Tell your friends. Actually, we're growing, and we want to thank you for that. I'm just kidding around.
Yeah, we are.
We're just past 630. Like it's 636. Last week we were at 616, or earlier this week. A month and a half ago, we were at 500. So within
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, for spreading the word. Yes, and it's working because we've grown almost 150 subscribers in 2 months, which it took us 2.5 years to get to 500. So we'll get that second 500. It's coming up. So what did you got here, Pete?
Show off that shirt first.
This.
Oh, yeah, that's a sweet shirt.
Look at that. Yes. This is from the founding father of the show. Thanks to this guy. Thank you very much, Pete.
You got to get some Steranko on this.
Yeah. Come on in here. Let's see what you got.
Kirk, what do you got?
Kirk's going to go next?
All right, well, while we're waiting for Kirk, I'll show a couple of mine. So I got a couple of Guardians of the Galaxy's Marvel Presents.
Nice books.
Nice books from the late 70s.
From our buddy Paul.
Yep. And I got this.
Amazing
Adventures, War of the Worlds.
Definitely
Kill
cool.
Raven, yep. Gotta love it. What do you got, Kirk?
All right.
Come on in here.
I got another Brave and the Bold I needed. I'm trying to put together a complete run of that series.
Notice the back cover.
At least 50 to 200.
Wow. Nice deal there.
Let's go. And I got, I don't know, just like old Dracula books. How do you go wrong with that? Paid $1 for that.
And this is from the 90s, you say?
Yeah, I found it in one of the dollar bins, and you know what? What can you get for $1 these days? Here,
Nothing.
A comic book, right?
That's awesome, dude.
And then I picked this up. It's a set of books. Archie wasn't known too much for hero books, but actually they did try to set up a hero line at one point. It was Red Circle. They rebooted it a little while ago, and Hangman was one of their characters. So this is
1 and 4.
Yeah, this is a full set, $5. I figured, you know what, give it a good read. Can't go wrong.
Can I open this?
You may open it up. It wouldn't be an episode if we didn't open
almost
up.
the first dozen Darkhawks, including number 1. I've never had any. I figure I heard a lot about this character. Figured why not? They were cheap. That's pretty cool. $1 each.
Here's those other 2 from Kirk's collection. Dark Circle Comics. Never heard of you guys. Independence from what, last decade?
Yeah. I said I knew the character, knew the reference, but didn't know the miniseries. So
Magazine gloss quality on the inside.
It's a nice win, huh?
All right, good artwork. So you're happy with your
I'm happy with
score?
my thing.
All right.
Yeah.
I got no complaints.
No, we got rid of some stuff. We
Got some Avengers.
People came up to us like we're comic book vendors. We're like, no, we're comic book geezers. We do a talk show. We don't really sell comics, but today we're going to try.
hey, we weren't that bad. Oh, hold on.
Worked out pretty
I
good,
wanted
I
to-
think. What else
What do
we
you
got?
want?
I just wanted to show the audience. This is the box that I brought today. So it was filled to the top. Here, I have some on the table. I sold 20 books. I'm happy.
Yep.
There you go. Take that. I'll move these for you.
That's a heavy one.
It is. Good. All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. What else you got here, Pete? Oh, you bought your Thors.
Got some Thors. This is the Ron Friends Thors from the late 300s, early 400s. These are actually very good. He worked with Joe Sinnott on most of those.
Oh, did he?
So it's
Really?
got, and Friends has this very like Jack Kirby style, and of course paired up with Joe Sinnott, these books like really read like
You want
old
to get
Kirby
in here?
episodes. Look at that cover.
Yeah,
Killer, right?
Should I move in? You want to get in here?
No, that's okay.
You all right?
I'm not going to show them all.
Okay.
I just want to show a couple.
So you bought a lot of Thor today.
So I got a bunch of Thors. I mean, look at
I
this.
like that. That
Look
looks
at
like
this.
something
These are all for
Johnny
a
Adam.
buck?
These for $1. I mean, that looks like Kirby, and I actually have some of these at home, and it's like Kirby and Sinnott. That's what Friends.
That's what you were looking for.
That's what I was looking for. So I mean, look at this. That looks like a Kirby cover.
Yeah.
That's how close his art is.
Look at the back cover. What that look like?
Looks like shit.
Yeah,
That
that
looked
doesn't look
shit.
like
That was
Kirby.
my point. That was the joke. Yes, I'm Wild Bill, the unknown comic. The unknown comedy genius, to be specific. I got to scrap that unknown comic because people are starting to think I'm claiming to be the unknown comic from the Gong Show, which is not true. The unknown amateur comic. What else did you get?
That's it. Some X-Men here and there, but that's about it. Yep.
All right.
So a few things. Today was cheap book day.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
I was happy to sell a couple of things. I didn't think I would get rid of anything, so that
Yeah,
helped.
you were the big seller, isn't it?
I was, Kirk said to me earlier today that I was the only guy with the vintage books from the 70s. Everybody else, here,
Basically,
all the
yeah.
other vendors, there's only 3 other comic book vendors here that have all books from the 90s and 80s. So I had the oldest books. So I'm happy. Sold a few.
Go vintage or go home, right?
That's right. Well, we're staying for another hour, then we're going home.
That's
But-
right.
Well, anyway, that's it for this little brief episode of the con. I'm Wild Bill saying thanks for being here with us, and as always, thanks for your comments and your subscriptions. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
And I'm Pete from Temple Hill Academy Comic and Cards. We'll see you guys next Friday. Kirk,
Thanks,
gonna
guys,
see him
once
again,
again.
soon too. Yep.
Yes. And what is our next episode coming up? The top 5 villains and one-hit wonders for the Fantastic Four. So
That's a
stick to-
great episode. You don't want to miss that one.
All right, guys. I'm Wild Bill saying thanks for being here.
Take care, everyone.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.